Hi Miles Mustangs, it's Carolyn, your art lady, coming to you this week with another project. So here's what we're doing for this particular project. I want to introduce you to my friend, Mike the Mouse. So here's Mike, my mouse friend, and what we're going to do is in this lesson we're going to learn how to make a fun character, but the other part of this lesson is for you to be able to share and express something that you might be missing these days. So you notice that my friend Mike the Mouse has what we call a thought bubble. It's kind of like in cartoons where sometimes you see this little bubble coming out of your character's head. So Mike's bubble says, "Wow, I sure miss recess." And you know, we're in week 7 now of being at home with our quarantine, and I'm guessing that there may be things that you are missing from your life at school, like your friends, or PE, or music, or maybe even art. I don't know. You might miss social systems, you might miss English, there might be all sorts of things that you're missing. But I'm guessing most of all you probably miss your friends and your teachers. So this project is an opportunity for you to create a character and share with us something that you're missing. So here's how it goes. You notice that Mike the Mouse has a white face, colored shirt, and he's on a colored background. So what you're going to need for this project, if you have it, is, I'll put Mike up here, you're going to need a piece of white paper. This is just copy paper. Maybe mom and dad have it in their computer. And if you have another piece of colored paper, that would be lovely. If you don't have a piece of colored paper, don't worry. We will do our thought bubble on the white. So it doesn't matter. You're going to use what you've got, guys. So I'm going to put these aside. And first I want to tell you what you're going to need in order to do the project for today. So the first thing, of course, is you're going to need a pencil. Any old pencil will do. I would also recommend that you have an eraser, because, you know, sometimes we don't like what we do the first time and it's easier to have an eraser. You'll also need, if you have it, a Sharpie or some kind of black something or other. And this isn't necessary, you don't have to have it, but if you do have something black, that would be lovely. Black crayon, black pen, black marker. Those of you who have colored paper will also need a pair of scissors and a glue stick. So once again, if you don't have colored paper for a background, don't worry about it. You don't need the scissors or the glue. So let's jump into how to do this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold the bottom up to the top, all the way up to the top, and make a little crease at the bottom so that actually you've made kind of like a card. This kind of looks like a card, doesn't it, guys? You're going to open your card up. I'm going to push these guys up a little bit. And then you're going to do another fold. You're going to take, this time, the bottom here, fold it up to the top. So we're going to end up with a cross right in the middle of our paper. And the deal with the cross, guys, is, you can see the cross right there. The deal with the cross is, this is simply a point of reference. It's going to help us with our drawing. But we don't need it to be sticking up. So I would say, go ahead and flatten your paper down. And next, take your pencil, and you're going to start on the line. This is the horizontal line on your paper. You're going to basically make a little rectangle that has curves on the ends. So I'm going to go up and curve over, cross the middle line, and more or less the same distance from the other one. Go ahead and make a curve and stop at your horizontal line. So that one's pretty funny. He's got kind of a square head. This is the forehead of your creature. So next we're going to take our pencil and we're going to start where we left off at that same point, and this time you're going to make a U. So I'm just going to make a U that starts on one side and ends up on the other side so that the U links up with the rectangle, and there you have it. You've got your face. All right? Now, the next thing you're going to do is, actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Sharpie to make sure that you can really see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and go over my line, my pencil line, The cool thing about this, using this Sharpie after the pencil, is if there's something about your pencil line that you don't like, you can correct it when you do the Sharpie. Make a little change, because you can always erase your pencil line after you do your Sharpie, right? Okay, so next, there's my guy. Next, you get to decide, what creature is this? And you notice, I'm going to bring Mike back. Mike, my mouse, his ears are kind of like little circles, or like 3/4 of a circle maybe. Those are little kind of circle ears, but I want to introduce you to another friend of mine. So this is a drawing of a rabbit. And you notice she's got the same face shape, but she has very different ears, right? Her ears go up instead of little round guys. So I'm going to share with you a couple of different choices you can make. And of course, you can make any kind of ears you want. You could even make your guy to be some kind of Martian. It doesn't have to be an animal, your character. But this little drawing shows you some choices that you might have about ears. So this is kind of like rabbit ears. This one's kind of like kitty ears. And these two on the bottom are kind of different kind of puppy ears, different kind of dogs. So at this point, go ahead and choose what kind of ears you want for your critter, your character. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to make, I think I'll make mine look like a little bear. So I'm going to make, oh, I don't know, little bear or a little rabbit, I'm not sure. All right, so I'm making another kind of round, making some round ears. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my Sharpie on top of my pencil to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. And you're welcome to wait and put your black on at the very end if you want, or you can put it on in the middle like this. All right then. So the next step, I would probably take my eraser and I would probably erase any pencil lines that I don't like or that aren't covered with Sharpie, just to get those out of the way. All right. So the next thing you need to think about in terms of your critter, your character, is the placement of the eyes. And all of you who've been working with me all year know, because we've done this several times with faces, that we have to be very careful when we do our eyes that we don't put them way up here, guys. This up here is the forehead of our animal. So what I'm going to recommend is find that line again, the middle of the cross line, and plan to put your eyes somewhere near that line so you don't end up way up here at the top. So I also want to remind you that the farther apart you make your eyes, the more cartoon-like your character will look. So if you don't want it to look cartoony, don't make them far apart. But if you do want your character to look like a little illustration in a book or a cartoon, be sure that you make your eyes pretty darn far apart. So I'm going to just put some eyes kind of right on that middle line. Uh-oh, one of my eyes is a little lower than the other one. I'm going to correct that when I do the Sharpie. I'm going to make this one up a little higher, and I'll just erase. I will erase my pencil line. Oh yeah, they're slightly different than each other, but that's okay. That's okay. No rules with art, guys. If you don't like what you did with pencil, go ahead and erase it first. Try again. I wouldn't put the Sharpie on until you're pretty sure you like it. All right, so now I've got some eyes, and it's time to decide what kind of nose to make and where to place the nose. So I'm going to go back to pencil. So, you know, I could put the nose here, here. I could even put the nose way at the bottom. I think if I put the nose at the bottom, this is going to look like a mouse. But I think if I put the nose kind of more in the middle, it'll probably look more like a bear. So let me see. I'm going to make a bear nose that looks kind of like, oh, now my guy is looking like a koala. Oh, that's fun. I hadn't planned to do that, but my bear is starting to look a little bit like a koala. I'm going to go ahead and put my marker on the pencil so you can see it. So in this case, I made this guy's nose look kind of like a little square. Those are the nostrils. I'm going to make these nostrils like that. All right. And then I'm going to go on the middle line. I'm going to give my bear a little smile. And I'm going to put some little eyeballs in my bear's eyes. So I'm going to color those guys in. It's fun if you leave a little bit of white in the eye. There we go. See how I've left a little bit of white up in the eye? That looks like a reflection, or, you know, kind of makes the eye look a little bit more realistic. Let's see if I can leave that little reflection in this side too. All right, so there's my guy. Now you're welcome to give your bear eyelashes if you want, or I'm going to go over this like this. All right, pretty cute, pretty cute. Okay, so now we're ready to put the shoulders and the arms in. So the easiest way to do this, and again I'm going to go back to pencil, because I think it's best if you do this in pencil, guys, because you can't erase a Sharpie. So you want to make sure that you don't put the shoulders way down here. I want you to notice my guy, Mr. Mike the Mouse. See how the shoulders start, well, not halfway, but not down too far. It's kind of like, well, about a third of the way up. Oh, maybe halfway up. So I'm going to find the curve here, and I'm going to go about halfway, and I'm just going to make a nice curved line, curved line, and I'm going to try to make the curved line about the same on the other side. There we go. Okay, so now my little bear has the beginnings of their shirt, which of course, you know, normally animals don't wear clothes, so that's why we're kind of making more like a little cartoon person, right? All right. Now, the other thing, of course, that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this lesson was what you need in terms of color. So I basically am going to use these washable markers, but you can use whatever you have at home, guys. If you have crayons, if you have colored pencils, you know, no rules with this kind of thing. You use whatever you've got. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make two little straight lines that will be the arms. So I'm going to put one over here, and I'm going to put one over here. Now we've got basically our animal has two arms and their little torso. So here's the arms and here's the body. I'm going to use my eraser now and do a little cleanup, because I've got some lines that I don't need. I've got some little pencil lines that I don't need, so I'm going to get rid of those. Okay, so now the fun thing is you get to decorate this little character's outfit. So just to show you again, you notice that my friend the bunny has a little collar, some little buttons, a pocket like a little handkerchief. Our friend the mouse has a nice striped shirt. So you can go ahead and decorate your character any way you like. Put a little outfit on him or her. Let's see, what am I going to do? I think because it's really hot today, I'm going to go ahead and give my little character a sleeveless tank top, because it's so hot. It's gotten very hot, so I'm going to just draw a little outfit here, and maybe just for fun, this outfit has some zigzags on it. So you go ahead and dress your character any way you like, and I'm not going to take the time right now to actually color this. You're going to go ahead and color your own. Oh, fun. Oh, yes. You're going to color yours, but I want to show you what we're going to do if you do have a piece of paper. Let's see. If you do have a piece of paper that can be the background for your character, what you would do would be, well, actually, I'm going to show you first what you do if you don't have a piece of paper. So if you don't have a colored piece of paper, what you're going to do is just draw your thought bubble like the one on the rabbit. You just put some little circles up to what looks like a big old fluffy cloud, and then you put what you're missing right there. And I'm going to say, what else do I miss? I miss seeing friends. I miss seeing friends, and that's okay. I'm sure you're talking to your friends or Zooming with your friends or thinking about your friends. It's okay to acknowledge that we maybe miss somebody or something. So this lady misses her friends, but if you do have a colored piece of paper at home, what you would do is you would color this beautiful guy in, color it any way you like, and then you're going to take the scissors and you're going to cut this character out. So we cut the character out, and then we're going to glue the character onto the other piece of paper. So I did notice the other day when I was at the Dollar Tree that the Dollar Tree sells construction paper. For $1 you can get a pack of colored paper. If you don't have colored paper at home, don't worry about it. You can do this project without colored paper. So let's see, I'm going to just cut this guy out, and then we're going to glue it right onto the colored paper, and we're going to put our thought bubble on the background paper. That's the plan. All right, so let me just cut this sweetie out. Cut her out, cut her out, cut her out. Okay. Now, the other way you can do this project, if it makes you feel too sad to talk about what you miss, is you can also have the thought bubble be an appreciation. So, for instance, we're all talking a lot these days about how much we appreciate all the doctors and nurses and people who are working in stores. We have a lot of people to appreciate right now, guys. We appreciate everybody that's helping in this incredibly strange and kind of scary time. We've got lots of people who are helping these days, and we might want to say, I appreciate nurses, or I appreciate grocery store workers, or whoever you appreciate. So what you would do next is you would take your glue stick and you would put the glue on the back of this character, glue her down. I'm not going to take your time to do that. And after you've got it all glued down, you're going to write your thought bubble up here, write your little thought cloud, and connect the thought cloud by some little circles. Okay? And let's see, I think this one I'm going to do an appreciation. I'm going to say, we appreciate, spell it right, Carolyn. We appreciate nurses. All right, because the nurses and who are taking care of people in the hospital right now, they are heroes, guys. The men and women who are taking care of the people who are dealing with this virus are our national heroes, and we appreciate them so much. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time creating characters of your own. If you want to do more than one, do a bunch. Do some appreciations, do some what you're missing. You know, appreciate your family for all their love and help and support. Appreciate your teachers for all their amazing work that your classroom teachers are doing to keep you connected to school. And I hope you have a lovely time. And parents, as always, I would love to see some finished versions of this project. So go ahead and post on the Miles Facebook page or on your classroom Facebook page. And if you can, go ahead and tag me, Carolyn King. I would love to see what you all do with this project. Okay, until next time, thanks so much.